I've convinced Alex to do massive, massive content and just stuff you're going to love. And, you know, it's not going to be one of those pitch fest webinars or anything. You're really going to get some value out of this. And that's the reason I'm doing it. And I'm actually looking forward to it to myself because a lot of the stuff Alex knows, I actually don't know very well. We're in like two different worlds of SEO, and I really like the stuff he puts out. So I'm going to be paying attention. But at the same time, I'm going to take questions in the box, and Alex is going to take over and run the show, and I'll answer your questions as we go. Just one real quick, can you guys let me know if you hear me okay? Yes, yes. Oh, I'm getting a lot of congratulations. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Alex, are you on the line? Can you hear me?
I am on the line, and hopefully I'm coming through nice and clear. Usually I sound like a person screaming into a McDonald's order box, but I sound good and awesome.
You sound great, man. And just on a personal note, I just want to say to Alex publicly that, man, I just respect what you've done, man, over the past few years, especially with all the free content you give. You give like so much information free that people, it's more than most people even get when they buy a product. And I think it's just incredible. And I think you're a huge asset to the industry, dude. So I just want to say I'm a fan.
Dude, I'm honored. I am honored. You know, I've been following you since like the Rich Jerk and stuff like that. So this is cool. This is absolute privilege. I'm ready to get into it. If everybody can hear me, if we're ready to get started, Kelly, if I can take
yeah, you can go ahead and mute me, bro, and take the show.
All right, guys, let's get straight into it. Give me a 3 if you can hear me really quickly. Okay, cool, guys. So before we even get into this, I'm really going to just lay out what type of webinar this is going to be, because obviously you guys know we're going to talk about Source Phoenix. Give me one if you've seen Source Phoenix the past, week and a half. It's been shoved in you in 8 different directions. Yeah, a lot of ones, a lot of ones. So obviously we're going to talk about later on in the webinar, but what I want to do for the first hour of this webinar is give you guys a lot of just pure, solid content. I'm going to go, we might go over a little bit if that's okay with you, and I'm just going to be laying out hardcore, awesome content for you guys, and just really giving you guys a lot of return for your time right now, because I really enjoy that. And if you stay after the webinar, I'll start to answer some questions as well. At the end of this webinar, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'll be telling you guys about Phoenix. I'll be inviting you inside. We close tonight, and if you're watching this replay, we close as soon as the ticker on this replay is done. So really, you guys know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to be completely transparent, and let's get into this really quickly. Make sure the record button is going. So guys, my promise in this webinar is you're going to see the SEO tactics that are generating us over $500,000 per month. If you haven't seen the stuff going on in Phoenix, this is a course we put together by myself, Dan, my good friend Dan, and Conan, and each of us are doing over about $150,000 per month when it comes to SEO. Conan does about $200,000 a month. I do about $200,000 a month, and Dan will do about $100,000 per month as of this month. So really cool stuff. It's just pure outworks, and this is how you make money. I'm not only going to be talking about ranking. I'm not only going to be talking about making stuff go up and down in Google. I'm going to be talking about what really matters, which is not theory or testing or anything like that. It's just getting a payday. And I'll rush to just the income proof real quick. I always like, if I'm in a webinar, I want someone to prove what's going on. You can see here's 1 month's income right here. You see $287,000. Granted, guys, SEO businesses are not my own businesses, but this is from about $150,000 of that month was from my SEO business. You can see here's a screenshot into Dan's PayPal account, and here's him depositing over $80,000 into his bank account. And Conan and Dan will not be joining us tonight. They're doing all their webinars. We got all sorts of stuff going on, but I'm going to be teaching you all the same content they teach and all the lessons that they teach as well. And right here, if you just go into Coden's bank account right here, you can see over $1 million, or this is a savings account or retirement account. You can see over $1 million just sitting around right there, laid out right in front of him. Let me grab a cup of water real quick. But you can see what they got going on right there is just completely untaxable income. So I just want to back up everything I'm saying real quick. And the most important thing is what I'm going to be showing you does not just work for us, it works for everybody. You can see Lane right here, he's a 17-year-old, able to use what you're going to see in this webinar to generate over $15,000. This student right here was able to increase his income by 300%. Stuart right here was able to go and build a 100K per year income while working full time. So I'm just going to show you guys, like, this is what we got for you guys. We also rank pretty well too. We just really want to get your guys' attention first. You go into Google, you type in SEO outsource. A search where there's hundreds of SEOs want to show up first for this. I'm showing up number one. This brings me just a ton of leads for my SEO outsourcing business, almost to the point where I don't have to do much stuff. If you go in and type in New Orleans SEO or St. Louis SEO, you can see myself, or actually Cotton Grammar, my partner, showing up first for both of these right here very easily. Again, beating other SEOs. That's why I like to show you these searches. And if you even go into Google and you type in something like best online guitar lessons, here's just a simple little site right here. It makes me about $4,500 per month. It used to make me about $8,000 a month, but I haven't touched it in a year's time. I haven't done anything to it. I haven't added any content. I haven't done anything. I'm going to show you the type of SEO. It kind of allows you to, sadly, be kind of lazy, okay? Now, also, if you go right here, you type in Texas Rhinoplasty. This is just a site I was able to get up. I was able to rank it in less than 3 days, almost a year ago. The algorithm is a little bit different now, but you can still get these same type of results. And this search right here shows up for basically anything involving a nose job in the state of Texas. You can type in Dallas Rhinoplasty. I believe we show up, we show up number 3 for that. You can type in Plano Rhinoplasty, and we just can send the leads all over the place for that. I'm going to show you kind of the rhymed reason behind how that site makes money. Second, turn up my phone for you guys. I don't want it interrupting this right here. Vibrate. All right, so that's just what I'm going to lay it out. I want you guys to know that we're, essentially the real deal. You can see the affiliate commissions coming in from my guitar website. Here's a bunch of other affiliate rankings that Dan has going on that just make money. So what I want to dive into, guys, is actually I'm just going to hop straight into the content when we get into this. I have these slides right here, but I want to take away all the fluff. The main thing I really want to pass on to you guys before I get into the content here in 2 minutes is a lot of people here might be wondering if they, if you might fall into these kind of categories like this. Hang on one second, my mic's kind of phasing. So first off, where most people find themselves in, had to change my mic, it was getting all phased out and stuff like that. But where most people fall into, and where you probably fall into, is you fall into one of these few categories right here. You probably fall into a category where you spend most of your time testing, you're overwhelmed by information, or you're good at SEO and you're not making any money. How many people give me a one if you kind of fall into that, any of those categories right now? And I'm rushing through this part so we can dive straight into the content. But how many people fall into one of those categories right there? How many people give me a two if you spend most of your time testing strategies? You go out there, you're testing different strategies every single day, and that's the way you think you're gonna find a way to make money online. Now look, if you fall into that, if you fall into one of these categories right here, things are just not going to get better, and you're not going to make any money. And here's why. This is one thing I want to correct so you have the right mindset, because the most important thing I can pass on to you, truly, I know you hear this all the time, and people are like, oh no, I need the right tactics and strategies. And this is the mindset you have to have when it goes to learning how to make money. If anybody here watching this webinar right now, you were out there, and I put you on a golf course right now, got you an instructor for 2 weeks, who can play golf very, very well. And for 2 weeks, every single day for 8 hours, you practice with this instructor every single day. How many people here think after the end of 2 weeks, you probably want to be Tiger Woods? But give me a one if you think you could complete a golf course. You can complete the first hole in a golf course. Give me a one at that, if you feel like you could do that. Duh. Duh, 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 duh. And the reason why everybody, but if I said the same thing, guys, if I sat you down with the trainer for 2 weeks and I would say, well, do you think you could make money online? Everyone would say, no, not really. And here's the difference, guys. Here's the big problem why most people never make any money online is because with golf, if you have a trainer, there is a pattern, there is a set proven way that's been around for almost 100 years that are on to play golf. You get this right, you get a golf club like this, you swing it this right way, you move your feet like this, bing, bang, boom. There is a repeatable pattern that just works to get there. Now, look, if I put you in front of a golf ball without an instructor, and I just said, all right, just pick one of these 50 clubs. If I put 50 clubs in front of you, and then I gave you 10 different balls, and then I gave you 16 different golf courses, and said, okay, you need to pick the right combination and get good at golf in 2 weeks all by yourself, would you be able to do that? No. And what's going on in SEO right now, and why so many people have trouble, is because if I just gave you a pattern right now, like if I gave you guys 10 steps really quickly, it just said, all right, do this, do this, do that. You didn't have to think at all. It was just literally how to do SEO. If it came down to 10 steps and I gave you those 10 steps, could you go out there and do them? Of course. I'm not going to do the whole answering question because I'm going to rush through this. But of course you can. And what most people are doing in SEO is they're testing a new strategy every single week, and then it takes a month for them to see if there's any results. And so it's basically like playing whack-a-mole with strategies. You're trying to guess the right strategy. You're trying to guess the right pattern. And 95% of patterns out there don't work. So not only are you spending your time testing, burning money testing, and going out there, but most of the stuff you're testing doesn't even work. It isn't the right way to do it. It isn't the pattern that works. I just gave you the pattern that works. You go out there and be able to make money. So that's what I'm going to be giving you in this webinar. Sorry if I'm speaking fast. I just want to get through the fluff part, but you need to understand this as fast as possible. That's what I want to give you in this webinar. It's very simple patterns that you can use to make money no matter who you are. Because my belief, guys, is SEO is just a pattern. If you did the stuff I do every single day, if you did the same exact stuff Cotton does every single day, if you did the same exact stuff Dan does every single day, you would make money because we're not doing anything outrageously hard or that special. We're just following the same pattern every single day. I'm going to show you stuff in this webinar that anybody can do. So does that make sense, guys? Give me a 3 if that makes sense to you, because I'm about to make you understand it. But give me a 3 if you catch my gist, okay? It is so incredibly important to take that away. So what I want to do is dive straight into the content. No more fluff, just about 10 minutes of intro. And they have a bunch of ways that I think are absolutely amazing to make money online with, especially when it comes to SEO. Anybody can do this. If you're a veteran watching this right now, I'm going to show you stuff that will make you a lot of money. But if you're a beginner, I'm going to show you something you can realistically pull off this week. And I can't guarantee anybody's results. I can't guarantee anything like that. But this is stuff that has worked very well for me, worked very, very well for others. I've seen a lot of people get success with, and you can use it right away. So the first thing I want to show you, and all these tactics I'm about to show you, I'm going to show you high-end niche rental, keyword loopholes, how to build links and go out there and rank without going out there and building PBNs and complicated stuff. And then I'm going to show you kind of an advanced authority tiered linking strategy. You guys might have seen it earlier on, but I'm going to explain it a little bit more. But I'm going to go through it, and as each of these go through it, they all build on each other. So let's hop over really quickly. Now, really quickly, I want you to throw into the chat box, what do you look for? What makes a good keyword? What makes a good keyword? Just if you could say it a few words, what makes a keyword bad? What makes a good keyword? Someone said relevant, buying intent, high value, offer, profitability, money. Okay, cool. I'm glad a lot of people said that, because a lot of people will say search volume, competition, if the keyword's competitive, and marketability. Now, I want to explain to you a big loophole I discovered almost about a year ago that has just been working for me, and I've really expanded on the strategy ever since. And if you saw the strategy in the first Source Phoenix video, I'm going to be expanding on it a little bit more, so be patient with me. But what you can see right here is the term plano rhinoplasty. This gets about 40 to 100 searches per month, and I was able to rank it with 2 PR links. Give me a 1 if you understand what PR links are, guys. Like, give me a 1 if you know what that is. I'll explain what they are, but I just want to make sure everybody in the audience knows. Okay, I literally ranked it with 2 PR links, and if you go to a service called Links Management, it would cost you about $60 to rank this site for this term. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. How many people are thinking, give me a 3 right now if you're thinking, well, Alex, that's a really uncompetitive term. It doesn't get a high search volume, big whoop. Give me a 3 if you're thinking that right now. Yeah, tons of people right now. I would think the same exact thing. Let me explain why this search right here and why searches like this are the easiest way to get to $1,000, $5,000, and $10,000 per month as a complete beginner SEO. If you're a veteran, you can use this actually scale to like $20,000 a month in a fairly quick amount of time. Now, this search right here, everybody said 3, big whoop. Why would I ever go for the search? This is why the search is so uncompetitive. Because a search like plano rhinoplasty has very low search volume. Therefore, when people are trying to sell like a local SEO or do local SEO, they're not going to call up rhinoplasty surgeons because they don't think there's a product to sell. There's no product to sell right now because the search